In today's video, we have a look at all the lions that was found around this area in the following week. The week after the demise of the S-26 male lion coalition was an active one. There was so much activity. Male lions all over, in strange places. After having success in finding the young lions that ate the dead male, the sightings came through quick and fast. It was as if there was a lion around every corner I traveled, literally. To give you an idea about the size of the Kruger, the small area I'm talking about stretches as far as 40 kilometers to the north. So what feels relatively small traveling in a vehicle, is a vast land to travel on foot. I'm talking about the lions obviously. A human will not survive one night of foot in the southern Kruger. There's just too many lions around, along with other dangers. The roads I traveled to find all these lions, were all connected to the S-26 directly, not even to speak about the territory border of these southern lions. The connecting roads where I found these lions, are as follows. The S-108, the H-5 and the S-25. The South 26 road on its own, is around 25 kilometers. The northern part of the S-26 connects with the Biamiti area, and Jock Safari Lodge more east. The S-26 males liked spending their time closer to the S-25, which is closer to Crocodile Bridge Gate, in the far south. That's why the attack on them happened here, in the southern parts. The problem for them was, there's way too many coalitions around here to travel freely, without running into trouble. The first male lion I found, 2 days after the death of both S-26 males, was all alone. He was laying down under a tree in the distance, and looked like the old S-28 male. He is part of the coalition that Father Luby was in. The coalition that Stompy and the Hippo Pools male are a part of. Here's images of this male, the one I found first, about 2 kilometers from where the S-26 males had died. Immediately noticeable, was that there were no visible injuries to this lion. This does not rule him out however, as he had 3 very strong coalition members with him, somewhere in the area. The following morning, the day after finding the lone male lion, I found all the rest of them. Some hiding in bushes, some in the middle of the road I drove that day, the H5. This was even closer to where the S-26 males had died, and in my mind, made them prime suspects. The first question I asked myself, was why no injuries? Why does none of them have any visible injuries on them? Then in my mind, I remembered a couple of stories of lions who had fought before, and killed off other lions, without sustaining any significant injuries, externally. The next day, back to the H5 it was, as the lion activity in that area was all over. The H5 is a dirt road, a long one too. These lions were waiting for me at the entrance of the H5 that morning. Back then, I didn't know who these lions were, but today, after a year of learning each lion, and their facial features, I now know that they are in fact the H5 Pride's young males. Back then, I thought these were the tattoo males that took over the S-26 Pride. After spending countless days with these boys, they could easily have been involved with the demise of the S-26 males. Why I say that, is that just before Father Luby died, one of these young males was seen with a horrible back injury, after a guide saw him on a previous night drive. The exact spot where Luby was last seen. They are 5 young males, as opposed to the tattoo males, who are only 4 and younger. The H5 pride's young males are 5 large lions. They are tall in build, and muscle mass is visibly there. 5 of these young males against 2 prime males? Possible, definitely. The morning after I found these young males, I went on the S26 route directly, and found Stompy and one of the Hippo Pools males. They were laying down in the middle of the road, close to the southern entrance. That is about a kilometer from where the S26 males was attacked, and died. With both being extremely lazy, the only way to tell was the tail end was missing on one of the males in the road. That's when you know it's the mighty Stompy. Almost always with him, the Hippo Pools males. They are a strong force. If there was ever a question about them being involved and capable of doing such damage without sustaining any injuries, the answer is most definitely yes. Again, I'm not saying it was them, but highly possible that they killed off the 2 S26 males. The following morning, back on the S108, another lone male. This one looked like a Hippo Pools male. This was almost exactly at the spot where the S26 males died. What was very strange to me was that many male lions were out there alone, without their coalition partners. That made me think that there was more dead lions around, waiting to be discovered, and back then, a horrible feeling. And then lastly, the following morning, after a heavy thunderstorm the previous night, more lions just before the H5 entrance. A mixture of H5 young males, and further on, the tattoo males. May I say this, the one looked almost identical to a young Mr. T, a beautiful young lion. Any of these lion in this video could have killed the last remaining 2 S26 males. The southern mystery hangs in the air, until this very day. Hope you enjoyed this video, of all the lions after the demise of the beautiful S26 males. Have a lovely day.